Hi, this is Dr. G Love of Five Directions Wellness, back for another video on Ascension symptoms. Ascension symptoms, when they are really acting up, can be very disruptive to our day-to-day lives. We may fall into serious malaise, depression, have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, become physically debilitated, be unable to perform all of our activities of daily living, including what we may need to do for work or child rearing. We may be having troubles in our relationships, in relating to friends, partners, family members, because we are finding that it's almost like we aren't in complete control of our mood. As I say, it all dovetails with we're all living in a war zone, so the trauma, the micro and macro aggressions of trauma have their effects as well. So bouts of rage, fear, terror, and paranoia may come up. As we know, people are afraid usually when an adult throws like a temper tantrum or goes into a bout of rage. So that often causes people to isolate themselves, fall deeper into anxiety and depression with a sense of not being able to have self-control. So I want to say first and foremost, you're not alone. That there are millions of us out here experiencing ascension symptoms. The whole planet's energy has shifted. The meridians, the electricity of the planet is wired differently, and many of us are tweaking out as we try to rewire. And as I said in the last video, step one is accepting it. We really are going to have to go to the adage of know thyself. Before we can really communicate this to our partners and friends and family members and coworkers who we feel we can trust, we need to really understand how it plays out in ourselves. And if we're plagued with guilt or, just we're completely frozen with terror that we're having this experience, and I myself have been guilty, ashamed, and frozen with fear. I've experienced all of those as I've moved through my various initiations in the business of being a shamana. I have definitely found these ascension symptoms to be more than trying. So I share with you from not only my understanding as a practitioner who is assisting in holding up the hearts and lives of many families and individuals in my global community, but also someone who's living on the planet and evolving in this mysterious war zone and also miracle zone with you. And what I can say is really continuing with the journaling, continuing to really see oh, so when I panic or get really angry at my partner or get really angry at my kids, where's that coming from? What is it that triggers that? And it's almost like you have to really look deep into what the cause of it is and not be afraid of what the cause of it is, because you're going to have to ask your life to adjust for you. You cannot be crooked because you're shifting with the meridians and then leave your life flat like this, because then you'll feel crooked in your so-called flat life. Your life has to shift with you, if that makes sense. So the idea is let's say your life is this way, but in order to be right on the screen, I have to put my head up like this. But now look, here's my life. Here's my work, my banking, my kids. So I need everything to adjust. But if I don't understand how to get myself aligned, I'm not going to understand how to get my life aligned. And so these real meditation time is what I'm suggesting. Anytime you can decline an invitation, decline a social function, decline something that will distract you from having what we call free time to really sit and meditate, please decline. It's time to put the effort in to create sanctuary however you can, and to really begin focusing on self, focusing on your own patterns, looking back over the course of 10 or 20 years and seeing how things have shifted, noticing oh, I'm always trying to force something to fit into this template because it used to work so well, but I need it to be like this. Start visioning how you need things to be. Don't panic when you think, well, how am I going to get it that way? I don't have the money. I don't have this. Just start visioning how you need things to be. Journal. Pay attention to yourself. Really get to know yourself and start visioning how you need things to be to accommodate the new, adjusting, ascending, shifting you. This is Dr. G Love, video on Ascension symptoms. I'm here. I'm with you. We're evolving together. Ashe, Amen, Aho, Namaste, Hotep.